Well, good morning. It is a pleasure and an honor to join my colleague Nancy Floreen in presenting this very important proclamation honoring Women's History Month. I can say that it's been an amazing time for women in the sense that we are, I think, experiencing this extraordinary new wave of activism and advocacy, and just really, truly, I think we're nearing this, or we are in the middle of this turning point with movements like the Me Too movement and Time is Up. We know that there is a record number of women running for office, and so I do believe that as we celebrate this very important month that really marks this whole notion of women coming into the workforce, both in France and then it just spread all over the world as a month to celebrate the importance of women and equal rights, et cetera. At the same time, we should really be mindful and reflect and be very active in support of those women who have had the courage to step up and carry the mantle again and hopefully change permanently a lot of the extraordinary negative behaviors and treatment and unequal treatment as well of women. So it is a pleasure to be here with these extraordinary people from the Commission for Women and to serve with somebody like Councilmember Nancy Floreen, who has really paved the way for so many of us here on the Montgomery County Council.
Well, thank you very much, Councilmember Navarro. And I want everybody to remember it used to be National Women's Week, International Women's Week, and it's International Women's Month now. And let's hope this is gonna morph into International Women's Year, because the fact of the matter is, as Nancy has said, women are stepping up to the plate. The conversations that are occurring now are unlike any we've ever had, but they symbolize a resistance to experience that so many women have had all their lives. And hopefully we're changing the character of relationships, of decision making, of how even places as close as Annapolis works. I think we've been so far pretty well insulated here in Montgomery County from these issues, but no doubt they are there and we shall hear about them. So let's hope that we will continue to have some modicum of gender balance on the Montgomery County Council as we move forward, that Montgomery County residents will see more and more women elected to representative positions both in the state and local governments going forward. This is a big year, and this is just the beginning. So with that, we have a should we have them speak now, or should we do the proclamation now? Well, let's do the proclamation now. Nancy, do you want to take first shot?
Sure. Whereas during Women's History Month, we celebrate the courage, foresight, and creativity of women of every race, class, and ethnic background who have contributed to our county. And whereas this year's Women's History Month theme, Nevertheless She Persisted, honoring women who fight all forms of discrimination against women, focuses on continuing to fight and succeed in bringing positive changes to the lives of the diverse women. And whereas
Montgomery County women, including Rachel Carson, mother of the modern environmental movement, Clara Barton, founder of the American Red Cross, and Emily Edmondson, freed slave and abolitionist, figure prominently in our local and national history. And whereas we honor the many women who shaped not only the destinies of other women, but also the direction of our history, and we resolve to build on their efforts. Whereas the National Women's History Month resolution was passed in 1987 by the United States Senate and House of Representatives and has been reaffirmed every year since then, now therefore be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby recognizes March 2018 as Women's History Month in Montgomery County, and we call upon local officials, business and industry leaders, educators, and all people of Montgomery County to observe this month with appropriate programs and activities to honor the enormous contributions women have made and will continue to make. Presented on the 6th day of March in the year 2018 and signed by our Council President, Hans Reamer. So, Lorna? Sure, I'll hold it for you while you make some comments.
Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to be here. I'm just going to take this off. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. As president of the Montgomery County Commission for Women, And on behalf of the commissioners of the Commission for Women, including those who are standing with me this morning, we thank you for this proclamation. Women's History Month is always a wonderful opportunity to just hear more about the significant contributions that women have made in our community, as well as across the nation. The Montgomery County Commission for Women is a 15-person advisory panel that was established to advise the county executive, the county council, the public, and local, state, and federal agencies about issues impacting women. And our signature Women's Legislative Briefing, our newly established Human Trafficking Committee, and many of the programs and projects that we conduct throughout the community allow us to protect and empower women so that they too can be one of these women that we read about during Women's History Month. We want to make sure that their rights and their privileges are always met, and so that the passion that the Commission brings to the table will enable us to do that. We started out fighting for the right to vote in the suffrage march, and today we are still fighting for harassment-free workplaces. So we will continue to fight, and the Commission for Women will continue to be right there in the midst. We thank you for recognizing women's contributions, and hope that we will continue to do more and more as the days move forward. Thank you.